Invest in a child's future without spending a single cent. Today, I'm going to be talking about why you should join Big Brother Big Sisters. I've been a member of the Purdue chapter of Big Brother Big Sisters for over 2 years now and have seen the impact being in part of the club can have on kids firsthand, specifically the one child that I'm paired with. For confidentiality reasons, I won't be saying his name, but will just be referring to him as he. He was the most nervous kid I've ever seen the first time we met. I think he said maybe 3 words to me in the 2 hours we were together. It was like pulling teeth trying to get this kid to talk. I was honestly super discouraged after our first meeting because I thought we would never form an actual connection and that maybe I just wasn't the right fit for this organization. As we continued to have meetings though, he slowly opened up to me. I remember one of the most rewarding moments I had with him so far was after we had the opportunity to meet the Purdue basketball team. We got to sit in on one of their practices and then meet the players and get pictures and signatures and just hang out with them for a little bit afterwards. As we were approaching his mom's car after the event, he stopped super suddenly, gave me the quickest hug imaginable, and then ran off to his mom's car. This kid that could barely say 3 words to me the first time we met finally felt comfortable enough to initiate physical contact. Later that week, his mom told me that she had never seen him so socially outgoing, and to this day, it makes me happy thinking about it. Backing up a personal story with some facts, the 2020 Big Brother Big Sister of America Annual Impact Report found that after 18 months of spending time with their bigs, littles were 46% less likely to begin using illegal drugs, 27% less likely to begin using alcohol, and 52% less likely to skip school. It might seem daunting to join a new organization, but the good thing about BBBS is that you can dedicate as much or as little time as you want. During this presentation, I'm going to be talking about the effects that a lack of parental support can have on children, as well as ways that you can help alleviate these effects. Let's first discuss the problem that Big Brothers Big Sisters is aiming to solve. It is becoming too common these days that kids don't receive the parental support they need and deserve. There are many causes for this, the most common one being divorce. It is becoming increasingly common that kids grow up in a household of divorce. According to 2023 stats from the American Psychological Association, approximately 40 to 50% of marriages end in divorce. Many online resources like to claim that divorce rarely has a long-term effect on a child's mental and physical health, but being a child of divorce myself, I know how false that is. It can be really difficult to process all the emotions you're feeling as a kid when your parents are splitting up, and parents often become emotionally distant and unavailable as they are working through their own issues. While this might not seem like a big deal, emotional unavailability is actually recognized as a type of emotional child abuse. In an article published by the National Center for State Courts Journal, Ken Lewis, Director of Child Custody Evaluation Services of Philadelphia Incorporation, describes some of the effects of parental alienation, which include an impaired ability to establish and maintain future relationships, lowering of the child's self-image, guilt, anxiety, depression, and a lack of impulse control. Now that we've discussed why a lack of emotional support from parents is damaging to a child, let's get into how you can help. Becoming a big brother or big sister is one of the most fulfilling things you'll ever do. You can provide children with an adult role model and shape their future by empowering them to achieve. When you first sign up to volunteer, a match support specialist will pair you with your little, which is the child you will primarily be volunteering with. Having one kid that you are consistently working with allows you to see them ignite their potential as they grow in their self-esteem and become more comfortable. They are able to build lifelong relationships which they couldn't in the past. The important thing to remember with this organization is that it requires so little from volunteers and has such a big impact on kids. Most people worry that getting involved in an organization is going to take a ton of time, so the nice thing about Big Brothers Big Sisters is that you can schedule your volunteering as it is convenient for you. Volunteering sessions usually happen 2 to 3 times a month for a couple hours and include doing things like seeing a movie, doing homework, playing video games or just board games, going out to eat, or just hanging out with your little. If you're worried that being a big will cost too much financially, the Big Brothers Big Sisters organization actually encourages you to do activities that don't cost any money. Their official website states that the goal of the relationship is to help your little see the world through a different lens so you can inspire your little to become something they never thought possible. They also provide donor-supported group activities that are free for bigs and littles to attend. Wrapping up, I want to reiterate how important it is that children receive emotional support growing up. There are a ton of kids growing up right now that don't have the parental support they deserve, and the brightness of their future is actively fading as I speak. Kids deserve a loving, nurturing environment growing up, and while BBBS can't change their home experience, we can provide supplemental support outside the home to alleviate the effects of emotional neglect from parents. Choosing to volunteer for Big Brother, Big Sister should be the easiest decision you have to make today. And if you head over to bbbs.org and sign up, you are already in the process of brightening a child's future.